just because the other day I also talked about Black Lives Matter and the organization and how it's effectively a lot of money laundering going on. These people are making hella money, bro. And we got Con Colors and her wife, right? Wife, that's what she's calling them, right? Um, Having all these properties and buying houses, and how basically that fund, Global Network Fund, basically funded another organization which then purchased of like $6.5 million, something like that, $6 million fucking mansion in Canada. This one's interesting because according to the Washington Examiner, Black Lives Matter, the organization, shuts down fundraising days after liberal states threaten legal action. So what is this about? Black Lives Matter have shut down all of its online fundraising streams late Wednesday, just after California threatened to hold the charity's leaders personally liable over its lack of financial transparency. The move comes less than a week after Washington Examiner investigation found that BLM had no known leader in charge of its $60 million bankroll since its co-founder resigned in May. And that's referring to Patrice Con Colors, I believe, or Colors Con, or whatever it is. California and Washington recently ordered BLM to cease all fundraising activities in their blue states due to the failure of Black Lives Matter Global Network Foundation, the legal entity that represents the national BLM movement, to report information about its finances in 2020. The year it raised tens of millions amid racial protests and riots following George Floyd killings. Yes, they convinced a bunch of guilty fucking white people after the Summer of Love, or during the Summer of Love in 2020. All these people ran campaigns and all kinds of stupid shit, funneling money to a bunch of fucking losers that don't get anything done in regards to their, actually maybe in regards to their goal, but they always have used dead black men to they've done it since Freddie Gray, to attempt to line their own pockets up, and then the overall goal isn't like, oh, we want to stop black people from being killed. Nah, they care more about smashing the patriarchy and all this shit. And I guess that's what happens when you have an organization ran by a bunch of fucking lesbians. And I'm not saying that as an insult. The person that they're talking about that was the co-founder that just stood down as a fucking lesbian. And I think at least it's 3 of them. I think one of them was lesbian too. But there, if you actually had read on their site, they talk about like all this heteronormative shit that they're trying to get rid of as well. This is a very this ain't no organization that just gives a shit about black men dying. The donation button that used to be featured prominently on BLM's website was nowhere to be found, so it's been taken down. California Department of Justice told Washington Examiner on Tuesday that the Black Lives Matter Global Network Fund is prohibited from soliciting donations so as long as its status is listed as delinquent. Despite the notice, BLM accepted a dollar donation from Washington Examiner reporter based on California on Wednesday morning. The California DOJ said Wednesday afternoon that it will not confirm or deny the investigation or Black Lives Matter so as to protect its integrity. BLM also received a notice from the state of Washington, January 5th, to immediately cease all fundraising activities in the state. Washington warned the charity that it could face fines of $2,000 for each violation, but as recently as Monday, the charity accepted a dollar contribution from a Washington resident. So what's basically happening is that people have finally started to ask, what's the money, Lebowski? And yeah, if y'all had went down that rabbit hole long ago, you would have found out that, it's not all being used to, again, try to, fix the state of how black people are looked at in this fucking country. Now, I want to be as harsh as I always am about this topic. All you fucking brainless who donated to this organization get what you fucking deserve, and you got scammed. There was always a fraud organization. I've been calling it all that. And a lot of guilties, particularly white leftists, because they wanted to, hey, look at me, I'm helping black people, cornball motherfuckers. They thought to give this organization millions upon millions of dollars, which is millions upon millions of dollars that you would have been better suited just going to directly help someone your damn self, as opposed to just giving it to an organization and you say, help, I'm done, I've saved the black peoples, because I've given it to a bunch of groups that have basically a moniker that makes it sound like they give a damn about something. When that moniker has taken a kind of mind of its own, now people chant it, they put it on poster boards and all kinds of stuff because Black Lives Matter. It's so catchy, huh? You idiots get what you fucking deserve. And I want you to feel bad, because you should feel bad about your money being pissed away because you wanted to feel good about doing something. It's been pissed away, and maybe only a little low percentage of it was used to actually try to help a black person or something. Idiot.
You just listened to a clip from my podcast, For Canon's Sake, which is live throughout the week at 12 p.m. Central on youtube.com/YoungRipper59 and odyssey.com/@YoungRipper59. Be sure to check out my website, ericdjuly.com, so you can stay up to date with everything it is that I'm doing. You can also become a member and get access to a bunch of cool perks and exclusive content, which includes a social media hub where you can interact with myself and other members. It even has an app that you can get, which is now live in the Google and Apple stores.